What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of NHBWR, No Holds Barred Wrestling Radio. I'm your host, Kyle. We're back again doing our monthly WWE pay-per-view reviews, as we can't do Monday Night Raw and SmackDown because of our schedule. I'm here with my co-host, Brandon, and my other co-host, Phil.
Hello.
Basically, this was a okay pay-per-view. Didn't really see... There wasn't really anything to stand it out. Basically predictable. We'll jump right into it to match number 1, which was the Usos against the Wyatts. Pretty good match from what we seen our cable provider cut out in the beginning, which kind of sucked. We didn't get to see a lot of the match. We caught a little bit of the ending, which we saw some pretty good, couple tag team moves. Usos finishing off with the double Uso splash, and really botched.
We totally forgot that this one was a best 2 out of 3 falls match. I guess when we caught the end of the match, they were on the last fall. It was 1-1, obviously. And yeah, double splash from the Usos on, forgot who it was, Harper or Rowan, to retain the titles yet again. It was Harper, yeah.
I didn't think it was that. Well, from what the match we've seen, I think it was that guy. We totally forgot it was 2 out of 3 falls. But,
I don't even remember it being advertised for 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah, me either. But anyways, that was the kickoff match. Backstage, we had a backstage interview with Rollins, basically hyping his match for tonight, hyping that he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and as he's hyping, we had Ambrose jump him from behind, basically doing a backstage attack. Basically what you see all the referees, and we had like Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury back there trying to hold off Ambrose, and basically Triple H coming in and kicking Ambrose out of the building, apparently, and we'd have to see later on what happened after that. Going into match number 2, we had the Divas Championship with my girl Paige against AJ Lee.
Woo!
My 2 co-hosts here, AJ Lee fans.
Love bites.
Man, but my girl Paige, though. I know she doesn't have the Divas title anymore, but this was actually a pretty okay, less than 10-minute kind of match. A couple good moves here and there. Brandon, do you see anything out of this match?
Yep. There was a sunset powerbomb by Paige to AJ off the top rope, which was nice to see from Divas match. The Black Widow by AJ countered into a Paige turner for a near fall. And then the finish of this match was kind of random. AJ hit a Shining Wizard, shoutouts to Gregory Helms, and gets the pin. And everyone was just kind of like, wow, she won off a Shining Wizard?
Yeah, apparently, according to our one friend Manny, Cascade Soldier, if you guys want to follow him on YouTube, he says that was AJ Lee's regular finisher back in the day, which I have to go back and see because I don't even remember the last time she used one of those. Nope. It's always been the Black Widow for like the last year or 2. But yep, AJ Lee getting it done with a Shining Wizard. Unfortunately, on my girl Paige, who looked pretty upset after. But I think Paige showed a lot of dominance in this match, and I'm hoping she gets another title shot down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Paige even looking upset during the match, like literally stopping dead in her tracks, and she's wondering, AJ, why aren't you staying down?
Yeah. I saw it kind of.
It was weird. It's original. Yeah. I like it kind of, but we've never really kind of seen that before.
Yeah,
but Paige really frustrated that she can't beat AJ.
Yeah, Paige personing, looking like a Victoria type of crazy diva character, but. Anyways, moving on to match number 3, we have Swagger against Rusev, the American against the Russian. A lot of hype for this match, a lot of building in the last couple weeks on Raw.
Oh, yeah.
USA against Russia, basically Rusev and Lana, talking about Vladimir Putin and Russia being the dominant country, and then now this face Swagger that's come out of nowhere, and the crowd's actually playing well to it. But anyways, into the match we go. Brandon, take it away.
Rusev hit multiple hamstring kicks to Swagger relentlessly to start the match. Then Jack Swagger builds momentum off the Swagger bomb. Swagger counters the big kick into a Patriot lock, and Rusev managed to get to the rope after about a minute of Swagger having that move locked in. And then Swagger goes for the Patriot lock outside the ring. And the ref's counting for the count out, and Rusev counters it, and Swagger goes face first into the ring post, and then Rusev climbs back into the ring at a 9 count and wins by count out.
Yeah, that was I was pretty upset when that happened. I'm not looking for a count out as a pay-per-view finish match. That's usually a finish you see on Monday Night Raw or even SmackDown or main event. Nothing, not a pay-per-view. The spot was pretty brutal. It looked like Jack Swagger looked like he really hurt himself on that turn or the pole. He actually sold it pretty good. But other than that, yeah, Rusev picking up the victory. I did pick Swagger in this one, but Rusev coming up on top.
I'm gonna assume they're probably gonna have another match. I mean, they've been hyping Swagger up as a face now, and with the whole USA thing, I don't think they wanted them to get jobbed in this match. But.
Yeah, for sure. Other than that, this was supposed to be match number 4, but Seth Rollins coming out to the ring, and as he's coming out to the ring, Triple H's tweet came up on screen saying that Ambrose has been banned from the building. So Ambrose basically just coming out and saying to Justin Roberts and the referee to lift his hand up and declaring him the winner. Justin Roberts did, and then he just walked to the back, which was kind of pointless, but whatever. As he's walking to the back, though, he gets jumped by Ambrose. They have another brawl around the ring, around the crowd, and then they get separated again. And then, yeah, that's basically, yeah. I mean, there was nothing exciting. I actually was expecting a match, right, Phil? Like, weren't you expecting a match too?
I guess. I mean, the crowd was chanting "Let them fight," so I figured they'd eventually do it. But I guess they're just gonna keep this feud outside the ring for now, and maybe we'll see them at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I really hope they have a match together. They look like they can put a good match together. We'll have to see maybe at SummerSlam. Going into match number 5, we have the returning Y2J, Chris Jericho.
Save us, Y2J.
Yep, against Bray Wyatt, and his motto, the Save Us Bray, which is kind of funny. But other than that, this match had a lot of hype behind it as well, even though they only had 3.5 weeks to build for this match, which they did a pretty good job in those 3 weeks. But I was really looking forward to this match. Brandon, what'd you get out of it?
So at first, the Wyatt family was around the ring, and the referee ejected them after multiple distractions to Chris Jericho. And then a weirdly executed gutbuster by Bray Wyatt for a near fall. It looked like it was kind of either botched or it just didn't look good. Chris Jericho then counters knees to the spine and hits a Enziguri for a near fall. The Jericho Lion Salt countered, and Wyatt hits the Book of Ezekiel, show to, Big Zeke.
Book of Ezekiel.
And then, this match I was expecting a lot from this match, and, the feud, and all of a sudden, the Code Breaker out of nowhere, and then Jericho picks up the victory on this, and the whole crowd was just kind of like, wait, the match is over already?
Yep, Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, again, another match in this pay-per-view, which was kind of unexpected. I mean, you're looking for a really good finish at a pay-per-view, not these Monday Night Raw, SmackDown type finishes. Just Jericho with a code breaker out of nowhere and winning, and then the crowd being surprised at that. Yeah, that's the end of the match. Okay, whatever. I mean, my pick went through. I picked Y2J in this match, but yeah, really weird pay-per-view so far. That's the halfway mark. Going into the next segment we have is the IC title Battle Royal. I was really looking forward to this. It's a 20-man over-the-top rope Battle Royal.
Barrett came out first.
Barrett actually came out. Yeah, this is true. Barrett came out right before the Battle Royal started and basically telling them, whoever wins this match, yeah, you're going to have all the glory, but he's got some bad news. Whoever wins the title, basically telling them to expect Barrett, when he comes back from injury, to get his title back. Other than that, pretty good Battle Royal, a lot of good spots. Heath Slater was our surprise moment. He lasted the most, even outlasting Brandon's boy ADR.
Let's not talk about that.
But anyways, into the Battle Royal, Brandon, would you get a lot of it?
So to start, everyone tried jumping Khali, and then he just started chopping everybody. Thank God Sheamus bro kicked him, and he was out in about 20 seconds. So thankfully we didn't have to see a lot of spots from Great Khali. Anyway. Then Sheamus eliminates the big guy, Ryback, with the bro kick, which actually looked pretty good. And then Bo Dallas eliminates Titus O'Neil after he's, dog barking to the crowd.
Yeah.
And then And then Del Rio applies the cross arm breaker to Ziggler on the middle rope. And then all of a sudden Ziggler counters it and hits a DDT to ADR off, hits his head off the rope, and Del Rio's gone. I don't want to talk about that. And then Cesaro hits a belly-to-belly takedown to Big E, and he kind of throws him outside the ring and eliminates him. And then all of a sudden, I haven't been this shocked in a while, since probably the Undertaker losing to Brock Lesnar. Cesaro gets distracted and is eliminated by Heath Slater.
Yeah, that was insane. I could not believe Heath Slater was the one to eliminate Cesaro. It wasn't like a big mid-card superstar. It was freaking Heath Slater.
The
Heath
Job
Slater eliminated Cesaro, and Cesaro was my pick to win the Battle Royal. Like,
yeah, I thought Cesaro was going to win the whole thing, and then Slater eliminates him. Pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yep, and then we're down to we thought it was two, Sheamus and Ziggler. Sheamus goes for a shoulder block from the apron and gets super kicked by Ziggler right in his face, and Sheamus is eliminated. And then all of a sudden, The Miz comes back in, who was hiding under the ring for basically the whole match, and flips Ziggler out, and The Miz becomes the IC champion for another time.
God, I can't believe Miz is the one that picked this. It was funny because before, when we were making our picks a couple hours ago, I was actually going to pick the Miz for the winner of this Battle Royal. But I'm like, you know what? No, they're doing all this stuff with Cesaro. I'm thinking he's going to be the next champion. No, it's the Miz. And again, we have to see this crap over again. Like, WWE, you've already done this before. We don't need to see Miz as IC champion. Have a new IC champion. You don't need freaking Miz. He's become so irrelevant.
The same people.
Exactly. Anyways, moving on past that, we have our main event of the evening, the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE World Heavyweight title, or titles, I guess. I guess they still haven't dropped the world title yet, which we thought from watching Raw the last couple weeks, you'd think they were going to drop the world title, but I guess not. Is Roman Reigns against John Cena, against Randy Orton, against Kane. Pretty weird that all these competitors were in the Money in the Bank ladder match about a month ago, but I guess they get instant title shot for being in that ladder match. What did you get out of this match, Brandon?
To start, Orton and Kane kind of started arguing in the ring, and Cole basically said, "The truth has been broken," and they start brawling, so basically goes the Authorities' plan there. It was going to happen eventually. Both the egos would have, exploded there. And then, Orton hits the double DDT on the rope to Cena and to Roman Reigns. But then Orton applies a half Boston Crab. You don't usually see submissions from Randy Orton.
No, not at all.
And then that was to Roman Reigns. And then Roman Reigns countered it and did his own half Boston Crab, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then while he has the Boston Crab applied, Cena applies the SDF, so there could have been controversy.
A little bit double submission there. If there would have been a tap out there, who would have known who the champion was?
Yep. And then Roman Reigns kind of goes nuts. He throws Randy Orton into the announce table. He builds momentum off the Samoan drop, and Superman punches John Cena. And then Roman Reigns spears Cena and Kane saves the match. Which, would coming up, there was a lot of, just the same crap over and over. Roman Reigns, the one good spot was Roman Reigns does the apron drop kicks to everybody, and then all of a sudden he spears Randy Orton through the barricade by the timekeepers area.
That's pretty crazy. When WWE puts on those good spots, they know how to do it well, and to get the crowd back into it after, a little bit of a boring finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher. And then, the crowd's pretty much expecting everyone to hit their finishers at least 3 times and then finally waiting for that winner.
Yeah, it was just like everybody just kind of broke out of an AA or a spear. Basically, Kane and Orton just getting jobbed the whole time. And then the ending was Roman Reigns speared to Kane, Orton RKO'd Reigns, and then Orton gets AA'd onto Kane. And then John Cena pins Kane and retains the title. Great.
John Cena wins. Laugh out loud, apparently. God damn, another Cena win. Don't think he's going to be dropping. It doesn't look like he's going to be dropping titles for a while now, even though there were rumors and speculations that he was going to drop it tonight. Because he's not appearing on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, and Brock Lesnar is, and that's supposed to start their feud for SummerSlam. As there's been leaked footage of the commercial from the UK showing Brock Lesnar against John Cena for the World Heavyweight title. Other than that, pretty good Fatal 4-Way match, I guess. Even though our boy that didn't win, Roman Reigns. I was hoping Roman Reigns would win, but they have to keep the champion John Cena. I guess it's relevant right now until Daniel Bryan comes back. Whenever that is, his neck injury is still getting pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed.
And this is the end of the WWE logo.
Yep. If you guys don't know yet, starting SummerSlam, the new logo will be put into effect, as in all the turnbuckles and all the logos and anywhere
it's going to be the network logo.
It's basically that it's the new logo. So this was the last pay-per-view to have the old logos, if you do give a,
Crap.
shit. Other than that, pretty good pay-per-view, I guess.
We
you
didn't
could
like
say.
a couple of the finishes though.
Yeah,
It was kind of weak.
Other than that, it was alright pay-per-view, I think. I'm going to give it a good 6 out of 10.
Yeah, probably go 6.5 at most.
I'm gonna give it a meh.
A no out of 10.
So is that a 5 or
Is
what?
that, is that a 4 or 3?
I don't really like ratings out of 10.
Oh,
All right,
no
no
sell
Phil
Phil
again. All right.
That's why we love you as the co-host, Phil.
Thank you.
Other than that, guys, again, we can't do our Raw, SmackDown / main event reviews during the week as our schedules are pretty tied up in the summer. We're hoping after September we get back into it.
But we will have a SummerSlam review.
Yep, 100%. We will be back for SummerSlam, so be brief with us and tune in for that. Other than that, guys, I'm your host, Kyle, as always. I have my match technician beside me, Brandon.
Peace.
And co-host, Phil.
No cell
Yeah.
phone.
All right, see you guys.